YouTube, it's Susan, and it's Thursday night, and this is the first time I've had a chance to craft all week. And where we left off on the mini album is we were working on the third signature. We put in this cute little flip photo thingy with this pretty little green ribbon. And I don't think I opened it and showed you on the last video, but it just opens up like this, like that, and then just closes right back up. And we'll tie it. I still kind of need to trim off some of those little loose ends, but I like it. I think it's rough, but it looks good. Not rough, that's not the right word. I guess it looks, what's the word? Grungy? I think that's the word. And then we just tie it like this. Okay. It just hangs down like that. So now we need to work on this hinge right here. And I think what we'll do is, since this is so wide and it's going to take up some room, I think we'll just put just a regular flap there, because I don't want to put too much in there and the page becomes too tight. So this measures about 5 1/8 of an inch. So I think we'll make it just a little bit bigger, probably about 5 1/2. I usually like to use some chipboard that I get from Joann's. I believe it's Joann's or Michael's. I bought some chipboard from them and not Joann's online, basically, and I bought whatever they had in the store. And it came with 3 different weights of chipboard. It had a white chipboard, a black chipboard, and then the craft chipboard. The craft chipboard was a heavier weight, but the black was a real nice weight to where you could use that in your flaps. But I don't actually have any of that with me, so I can't do that. But so we're just going to use some cardstock here, and yeah, we're just going to do 4 1/2. 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. Okay, I hope y'all have had a good week so far. I'll tell you, tomorrow is Friday, and I am super excited about that. I am tired this week. It's been real busy for me, so I haven't really gotten a chance to craft, and it's kind of got me down just a little bit, I think, but I'm good. All right, so I'm gonna double up this chipboard. So cut another one at 5 1/2. All right. Oh, and I need my tape. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the stronger tape on that hinge like we did before, and I'm also going to cut just a little bit off at an angle. I might need to cut just a little bit more there. Okay, cut that one at an angle as well. I hope we get to finish this. This weekend's going to be really busy for me, so if we don't get this finished this week, we'll most definitely finish it next week. So I got hopes for that happening. I'm excited to see the finished product. Alright. I think, you know what I think, y'all? I haven't seen Gus in a few days. I think he wore out my neighbors. I'm not sure. I haven't seen them or Gus, but I know they're home. And I wanted to go over, but I was afraid. I didn't want to ask them, you know, in case I don't know what they did. I'm not sure. But I'm sure if he's living somewhere else now, I'm sure they found him a good home. But that was kind of sad. But you know, having a dog is a lot of hard work. I think I'm going to go with, you know, I know we've kind of avoided this guy, but I think I might just use him in there. I get a feeling that he's pretty masculine, obviously, for obvious reasons, and that's why I haven't really used him, but I think we're going to use it. So this is 5.5, so I'm going to go down to 5 1/4. And 4.5 in the width. I've got to figure out 4.5. This should be okay. Okay. 4.5, so it's going to be 4 1/4. Just make sure. Yep, looks good. Alright. Yeah, I think that's cute. But yeah, having a dog is a lot of work, so I understand. You know, they gave it their best shot. I mean, they're an older couple, and you know, they've lived by themselves for a very long time. And then, you know, I'm sure that dog really changed their lifestyles drastically. So it was probably a little bit much. And it doesn't help that I have 3 crazy dogs that are just as curious about him as he is of them. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. You think I should go over there and ask? Probably not. Probably not. Alright, what did I do? There it is. Okay. So now I'm kind of excited to start working on that travel album. Because I have all of the all of the embellishments and the paper and everything. I'm totally ready. So that I think that will definitely be my next album that I work on. So that will be exciting. Alright, I'm just going to measure this to make sure it fits. Alright, and that does. That looks good. Go ahead and close this. And I think I'll just line this with this tape also. I just know that I should be running out of that Xyron tape here pretty soon anyway. I probably should have bought 2 packages, but I didn't have enough coupons. I think I paid full price for it actually. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. I think I did. $10, which is kind of steep, if you ask me. So Greg is out of town this week. He left on Tuesday, and he is opening up a new store in Florida. And apparently everything's going really well, and they're very busy. Yeah, I don't know if I told y'all what he does. I mean, he works for a retail chain, I guess you could say, and they have stores through the Midwest, the South, and the East Coast. And so we are in the South for that reason. Oh, you know, I don't want to put that on there yet. I'm going to put that there first, just so I can get that on there straight. Yeah, so this is actually going to have 2 pieces of cardstock, and hopefully I can get it on there straight. And then 2 pieces of designer paper, so it should be, I would think it should be sturdy enough. I'm going to go ahead and take all this tape off. Okay. So that's how we live in two places. Yeah. It's not really by choice as much as it is for necessity. So, although I'm very lucky, we are very lucky that we happen to get to be in Florida when we're not here. So it's pretty good. So that is a good thing. Florida is just beautiful, I tell you. And it's warm. I feel like a different person in Florida. It's interesting. Here, it just seems like I'm not as energetic. And I don't understand that. I don't know if there's any science in that. But when I'm there, I just feel full of energy. It's interesting. I think that's why people retire there, honestly. Well, that and it's warm. But I think that's all part of it, you know. I think you get a lot of energy from the sun. And here, which I'm sure y'all may be experiencing the same thing, it's been raining the past couple days. Alright, so we got that in there. Well, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty straight. That was truly amazing, y'all. I didn't mess that up. Alright. And that's a good length. So that's 4.5 and this is 5.5. And it can really be any size, you know. I didn't measure that piece, but that looks like that's going to be 5. Okay. Pretty soon here we're going to cover the rest of the book itself, and that's always fun for me. I like that part too. We are definitely, we are definitely in the fun stuff. Yeah, and you know, and if you're not comfortable with that width of a border, you can make the border as wide as you want, especially if you're gonna highlight this black like this or whatever cardstock you use. It's just gonna make more sense. It's gonna make more sense, you know, like it's gonna pull that black in. It's gonna make it all work. I know that the borders are hard sometimes, so I struggle with them too. And sometimes I just have to close my eyes and walk away if I don't get it on there straight. Yeah, that looks good. I really like it with that green ribbon behind it too. I think it makes sense to me. So there we go. That looks good. Very happy with that. All right, now we're on to this 4th signature. And it closes fine. And there's still room to put pictures, so that's good. Because that is our goal. All right, so now we have to think about what we want to do here. Let me think. Trying to be creative. I think, yeah, I think we'll do something sort of simple. This page is 9, so it doesn't give me a lot of room on my 12 by 12, but that's okay. Let me think about this. Come down here. And I can use that little leftover for a little tag. I think 4.5. Alright, I wonder if I have misplaced my tool. Take this. Alright, so this page is about 7 in length. I'm good with that. 7 in length, and I'm going to score it at 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. And then I'm going to score it at, let's see, I have 4.5 here. We'll do 4 1/4. Maybe I should do 4.5. I think I'm going to do 4.5. I'm going to do just 1/8. One tick below 4.5. So that is actually 4 1/4. Yeah, that's actually 4 1/4. Okay. I'm gonna keep that. So I'm just gonna fold this like that. So I have that is shorter. And I'm going to fold it that way. So just a Z fold basically. Okay. Yeah. So it'll open up like that. Okay. So go ahead and cut my hinge. And I'm going to leave it a little, I'm going to leave it a little short so that I have enough hinge for a small tag here. So about 1/2 inch, I went past that. And then I'm just going to taper my ends. Okay. Alright. Okay. And I'm going to have this go to the front, the small piece. Yeah, I'm going to have this go to the front because what it will do is it will help to keep this closed. So that'll be good. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put some tape on this hinge. Yeah, make sure it's still recording because you know this iPad, it gives me no warning. Alright. Yep, so my husband's in Miami, opening a new store, and his daughter's with him. She works for the same company that he does, and she's in loss prevention. She's 23. She's doing so great, I tell you. So proud of her. She has such a good job, and I mean, she's earned it on her own. You know, she didn't have a lot of help with that, so. Very proud of her. Alright, so I am going to go on, do I want to go on the inside or the outside of that hinge? Yeah, I think I'm going to go on that. I'm going to put it on this side of the hinge. Okay. I'm not really burnishing that well, but if your tape comes up, that's because it's not burnished enough. So I'm just measuring it up with the other pages, getting it where I want it to be. And I'm just going to press it down like that. Yeah. And this is a new page style, one that I haven't used before, so hopefully that works okay. Alright, so this page is 7.5 by 4.5. Alright, so now we need to pick out some paper. And we've got some of that pink paper. Oh, look at that. Yep, that goes well there. Let me see. That is 3. Let me get my ruler going there. That is 3 1/4 by 7 1/2. So I'm going to cut this 7 1/4. By 3 1/4, so it's going to be 3. Alright, measure. Yeah. Yep, that looks good. See, I kind of jumped pages. I am now going through my scraps, so we found that on the top, so we got lucky. Yeah, my boys outside, they're barking. I think they're not too happy. Alright. I don't think they want to go outside. It's dark right now. It's pretty late. It's probably 9 o'clock. Yep, 9 o'clock. Yep, so Greg comes home tomorrow. He's going to have a late flight in. Oops. See, that's the only thing about when you're working with black paper. Sometimes it's hard to see where your actual crease is. So I always put a paper behind it, just so I can tell what I'm doing here, because if not, you can't see it and it all blends together. Alright. Oh, I wish I had some more of that left. I think I used it all. Alright. Okay. Alright, so 7 1/2 by, I think we said 4 1/2. Just make sure. Yep. 7 1/2 by 4 1/2. So I need a special piece of paper for that. Cut his head off. That wouldn't be very nice of me. Got bugs. That'll work. Alright. 4 1/2. So we're going to do 4 1/4. 7 1/2. So 7 1/4. Hopefully I measured that good. Alright. And I technically did not. That's okay, because that will probably just about fit there. I want it to come down just a little bit more. I want to cover that tape. Well, actually, no, actually that does work. Yep, I can't see the tape. Alright, that works for me. Alright. Okay. So if y'all are following along with me and you finish your book, I want to see pictures or videos or something, so you're going to have to let me know. You can PM me, let me know a link or something, you know, or PM me some pictures. I would love to see it. I hope this video was helpful. It's been a lot of fun to do it, I tell you. It's, I just generally do a little show and tell when I'm done with a book. But I've had a lot of fun talking to y'all, so. Alright. Yeah, that works perfectly. Alright, got a little bug action in there. We really didn't use that bug page much, so that looks nice. And then I have, let's see, I do need to keep a sheet or two for the inside. And I got my cover pages here, so I'm good there. I think while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and figure out what page. You know what? I think I'm going to do that on the inside. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. So now I can pick from any of this paper. Alright, and you know what? I think I went just a little bit too long there. I could have used these 6x6 squares, but that's okay. Alright, let's see. Like that. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I think that would be good. Okay, so 7 1/4. I hope I cut that straight. It moved on me. Kind of looks straight though. You know what, that page is just a little bit, I don't think I noticed. Okay. Alright. And that is 4 1/4. So we're going to do it 4 inches wide. It seems to still be recording, so we're good. Yeah, so if I'm not able to get on this weekend and work on the embellishments, I will definitely work on that next week. I'll try to get it in, try to work on it Monday, so you might actually not see a video until Tuesday. I don't have a choice, so we're going to be very busy for 2 days. So, unfortunately, because you know I'd rather probably craft. Alright. Okay. So we got those 2 done, and we have to do these now. So we are working through the scraps. Oh, you know what? That would have been cute there. I think I have another one. I know it's kind of similar, but it's not that close. Or then again, I could. Oh, because we'll get his. I think. Yep, I think I'm gonna do the 5. And that was, see, I should write this down. I'm pretty sure that was 4 1/2 by 7 1/2. Yep, okay. Alright, so 4 1/4. So you see, I wasn't even sure what we were going to do with that last hinge. And I just basically made it up, you know, and you know, anybody can do that, you know, just think about how it would be an interactive piece, how you could make it interactive. And I thought, you know, I haven't used a tri-fold anything, so I thought that would be really cute, so that's why I decided to do that. And I just love those little tags hanging off. I just think they're so cute. You can't really do much with them, but they're cute. I tell you, I was looking at one of those cameras today They're like the Polaroid, and you get the instant picture. It's similar to the Polaroid, but different. I believe it's just on regular paper, or photo paper. But I am seriously contemplating that. I just think it's the cutest thing. I just think it would be real easy to, like if you were going to do the daily journaling, I think it would just make it real easy to do that. And fun, you don't have to get on your computer and edit and do all of that. You just take a random picture. I love that piece. That's great. All right, so we have a lot of skinny scraps over here. Fortunately though, our tags are covered, so that's good, because that's a big chunk of paper. So really we're just needing some odds for ends. Oh, I love that butterfly. I need to make sure I leave that out because we got to use that for sure. Yeah, we're going to do that. I have pinkish paper there, but nothing that looks like this. That works for me. Right. So 4, and that was, I think that one's 4. Yeah, 4. I'm trying not to cut into the birdie. 4 by 7. And a quarter. Quite go long enough. That's going to cut his little beak off, but I guess I have to sacrifice. Oh, I'm sorry, birdie. Oh look, I didn't go all the way there either. I have 2 pads. I'll just keep telling myself that. I have 2 pads. I can always get another one. All right. I didn't actually measure it. You always want to measure. Okay. So we only did 4 pages. I did it again. We only did 4 pages, and you can already see how much paper we're using. It does use quite a bit of paper. But Super Happy Scrapper, her pattern is much smaller. So I say much smaller. It's not much smaller, but it is a little bit smaller. So it probably doesn't use quite as much paper. Oh, and I really love her pockets too. Maybe we should do one of those pockets. We could. We'll see. We'll wait till we get there. Okay, we're just about done with that. So we need something there. I'm thinking green. Or this has got that purple in it. Oh, you know what? We'll do that right there. I believe we said that was 3 1/2. I'm just going to double check since I didn't write anything down. Oh, it's 3 1/4. So it's going to be 3 by 7 1/4. 3. Okay. 7 1/4. Looks good. I think we'll finish up this signature, and then, well, let's see how much time we have on the camera. We'll go until the camera stops, which probably won't be that much longer. I know my battery power is a little low too, so. I was at 20-something%. And I don't think I can see it from here. Okay. Yeah, I like it. See, that's cute. And with something there, I know we said a pocket, but I really feel like just doing like a, yeah, I feel just like a little, let's see here. I know this is a totally different brand. I mean, it's a totally different paper. But you know, it's Madame Payrod, and I told you, I think that paper just really, they really go well together. Look at that. I mean, that's like dead on that paper. No. I would still need to cover it though, because I don't want my hinge to show. No. Alright, it was a thought. Exploring our options. Alright. So here, let's take a look at this stuff and see what we have. Let's see, a little button card. It's a little small though. Curiosity. Oh, that'd be cute. Perfect attendance. I don't think I've ever had perfect attendance in my life. Oh, but that looks really cute. We're gonna go with that. I like that a lot. I think it's pretty. I'm gonna move it in so y'all can see it, because you probably can't see it at this angle. Alright, put that there. See? I think that looks cute. That looks interesting. Alright, so we'll cut our paper. You know, I wonder if this, you know, that cardstock's thicker, but it's a different color of black. Alright, so we already have some that are cut, looks like. And so this is gonna, yeah, it'll keep our, it'll help to keep that down. So I may go, alright, so that is about 2 inches. So I'm going to go 2 1/4. I might go 2 1/2. If I don't like it, we can trim it. 2 1/2. 2 1/2. Kind of feeling the wider border, but that's too long, so definitely need to come down. That is, so I think if we cut off about 1/4. That is, how long is that? 3 7/8. 3 7/8. 3 7/8. I think I'm going to do 3 3/4. 3 3/4. I think I can leave it that better. 3 3/4. Okay. And the reason, the reason I doubling it up just for a little bit of strength. And plus it helps me to cover my hinges. This just doesn't look very straight to me, so I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. And I see that without my glasses on. It's just craziness, y'all. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our tape on our hinges. Oops. And I am going to taper this end. I'm not going to taper that end because it's so short, but I'm going to taper that end. I hope my head's not in the way. I do apologize if it is. Alright. Burnish that down just a bit. And a little tape there. So my husband, he's a reader. He reads a lot of books. And he just found this new author that he really likes a lot. He likes those like CIA type of books. The Secret Agent, and that's what he does when he goes out of town a lot, is he reads. And he found this one author had 18 books in a series. And he, in the last, I would say the last month, he has read 18 books, if you can believe that. He's reading I think he finished at the 18th book like 2 days ago. And I promise y'all, it was a month. But that's how much he's in a hotel room or on an airplane. Alright. Let's go ahead and take that off. And just don't forget to get that glue, because I went over the edge a little bit, so I'm just pushing it off. So I'm just going to put this down like that to keep it straight with my page. I kind of feel like if it's straight with the page, it's probably pretty good. Yeah, okay. Alright, and I believe that's my other piece. Yeah. Oops, I forgot to take off my tape. Well, I can't even believe I got that on there as good as I did. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that was a very haphazard situation there for a minute. Some days you get lucky. Alright, that is cute. I don't know if y'all can see that, but There you go. That's the little card. Okay. Oh yeah, that tape is getting tighter. I think, oh, you know what I did? I put it on there. I put it on there wrong. I wonder if it matters. I don't know. I'm not sure about that now. See, you know, I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was a little bit high up when I looked at it, but I just didn't follow through with that gut instinct. Y'all probably saw that. Well, look, I can just use that card. I won't waste this. I'm just going to put it right here on a piece of paper. That works for me too. We got numbers going on in there, so that makes sense. Oh, these are so fun, aren't they? Okay. And we can put a little something on the other side. Let's see, what do we want to put on the other side? A lot of these are long, so I like them to at least be going the right way. Let's see, that's not really the right colors. There is another number card. And it is a little different, and it actually has green in it. I think I'm going to do that. Just make sure. There is this, which is a little typewriter. Oh, you might be able to go that. And that is that right there. That's cute. Alright. We are done with that signature. So I think it's cute. I think it works fine. And if you wanted to, you could actually put a little magnet in here to make it, you know, to hold it down. I don't have any magnets here, but if I did, I would certainly do that actually. I'd probably put a magnet underneath this paper, put a magnet under this paper if it would, you know, you want to test it through the thickness to make sure it'll close. But that would be really cute. Alright, and then we'll turn the page. And I think it looks pretty good. Alright guys, so the next video is going to be, it's going to be much quicker. It's just going to be the cover. And actually, you know, I do have a little time. We'll start it. And then if we can't get through it, then we'll finish it off in the next video. So I'm using these butterflies. It's the whole reason I put that to the side. And I need to measure my top. We're doing 6, let's see here. We're going to try 6.5, and we're going to measure it 6.5 by 9.5. 6.5 by 9.5. And the reason why, you remember I said mine were off by 1/4 of an inch. So that's why I'm going to do 6.5 by 9.5. If yours is completely, if it's 6.5 by 9.5, you'll want to go a little smaller than that. So, and I may end up trimming some more off. So it is completely possible. All right, by 9.5. Love this sheet. This is probably my favorite one. So, and this is actually, see, it's really hard because that's really pretty there. But I really, interesting. Maybe I will use the top, but I need to trim up top because it's rough. But that's going to cut off. Let me come over here. By 9.5. Can I live with it? Oh wow, this is so hard, isn't it? 9.5. Yeah, I made a decision, and I can use this in the book somewhere. But yes, I did it. I made a decision. All right, so that looks. I think I could take just a tinge more off. So this is 7.5. I think we're going to come down to 7 1/4. It might be just, it might show just a little bit more book than I want to, but hopefully not. 9 1/4. Yeah, that actually works perfectly. So, I like that. I think that's pretty. I think it'll be lovely. Okay. Alright, and then the back of the book. You know, I had originally chose the blue, but there's not a lot of blue in here. So I might, where's that other sheet? 7 1/4. Nine 1/4. All right. I know I'm cutting right through that little postcard, but I do have the 6 by 6. So let's see, can I cut that? You know, I just messed that completely up. Did I say 6? I think y'all probably just witnessed my ear measuring. 6.5, so it should be 6 1/4. Okay. Look. 6 1/4. I cut it that side on purpose because I really like that font right there. So, yeah. I changed my mind again, y'all. I'm allowed to do that though, right? Alright. I feel that much more. How about y'all? Yes. Flows. So the butterflies may have to go on the back. Alright. So we'll go ahead and the edges. And the closure I will be using, I'm going to go ahead and lay this paper down. I guess depending on which closure you use will determine if you do something before you lay your paper down. Like you could totally close this with a ribbon, you know. If you wanted to do the ribbon like how